Welcome back, Garage Gang. You know what time it is. Another episode of the Token Teardown, and this one is a viewer request. Multiple crew members asked for Hbar to be rolled into the bay, so we're making sure this teardown is pure fire. For those of you pulling in for the first time, here's how we roll. We take your favorite project, drive it up on the lift, pop the hood, and see if this ride is really built for the road or just a flashy paint job hiding a busted motor. Before we fire up the tools, remember, we're building this channel one loyal follower at a time. If you want more under the hood truth, not just shiny brochure talk, hit that follow, share this with the Deegans in your life, and join the crew. Before we pop the hood on Hbar's specs, let's meet the guy who actually designed the engine. This isn't some anonymous back alley tuner. This is Dr. Leemon Baird, a former U.S. Air Force Academy professor, engineer with patents in security and machine learning, and inventor of the Hashgraph consensus, the equivalent of ripping out the old carburetor and dropping in a brand new fuel-injected race motor. Partnered with Mance Harmon, a veteran in enterprise software and cybersecurity, they didn't build another speculative street racer. They laid down a trust layer for the internet that could handle enterprise-grade loads with rock-solid security. Why Hbar exists. The crypto track was jammed with flashy dragsters that could win a sprint but couldn't last a 24-hour endurance run. Fees spiked like a blown head gasket. Transactions clogged like rush hour on a one-lane road. Fuel burn was way too high for real mileage, so they built a new highway, engineered for the heavy haulers and high-mileage runners of the digital economy. Hbar is here to deliver speed with stability, predictable fuel costs pegged in dollars, and governance by global brands that keep the racing line clear. Once the blueprints were locked, they brought in a pit crew like no other. A roster of global leaders in tech, telecom, finance, manufacturing, and legal. These aren't weekend wrench turners. They're a corporate-grade crew, each running a node, each holding one vote, keeping the laps clean and the systems in the green. Christian's been in the trenches on this teardown from the start, scouting the track, checking the telemetry, and making sure every nut and bolt of the research holds up under race conditions. Between him, Lulu's sharp technical calls, and the rest of the garage crew, we've pulled apart every inch of this drivetrain. The engine, not your standard blockchain V8. Hbar runs on a Hashgraph torque monster. Leaderless, asynchronous, Byzantine, fault-tolerant consensus. Every node gossips until agreement. No choke point, no lead car slowing the pack. Finality in 3 to 5 seconds. Handles over 1,000 TPS live with fees at about 0.4 of a cent. Cheaper than the air in your tires. Built for ad tracking, coupon verification, supply chain logging, asset tokenization, and stablecoin settlements. Think of it like a 6-lane freeway with no red lights, no toll booths that back up traffic, and the speed limit set just shy of a fighter jet. Everyone moves fast, smooth, and in the same direction, whether you're driving a beat-up pickup, an 18-wheeler, or a brand new sports car. Who uses it? Ad tech platforms logging millions of events daily to cut fraud. The Coupon Bureau rolling out universal digital coupon verification. Supply chains stamping billions of items. Banks piloting stablecoin remittances and tokenized assets. Crypto-native action like DEX, staking, NFT markets, and bridges. Most of this is machine to machine, not hype, just work getting done. Is it making money? Yes. Transaction fees are the toll booths on this highway. High traffic days bring in low single-digit millions annually. Slower traffic can drop to a few 100,000. It's pay-as-you-go revenue tied to real use, not inflation games. Competition. Solana, fast but stalls. Hbar is steadier with fixed fees. Algorand, green and institutional, but Hbar pushes more real-world volume with bigger name governance. XRP Ledger, great for payments but less programmable. Hbar has native tokenization and smart contracts. Avalanche, versatile but gas spikes. Hedera's toll stays flat. Hbar blends enterprise trust with public network performance. Lulu's market scenarios for a 20 trillion total crypto cap. Same gear, 1% share, 100 billion cap, near $2. Traction control off, 2 to 3% share, 200 to 300 billion cap, $4 to $6. ENOS injection, 500 billion plus cap, breaking $10. Black Swan, SEC calls Hbar a security, US exchanges pull it. Enterprise pilots stall. Whale unloads supply, could drop to 0.5% share, about $1. Now, none of this is financial advice. Our chief technical analyst is Lulu. And if you missed it, Lulu is a pig, a very sharp pig, but still, who takes financial advice from a pig? Do your own research before you put any capital on the track. And remember, Christian's been doing the heavy lifting on the research side to make sure we've got the full race map in front of us. Garage score, detailed breakdown. Technology, 910, Hashgraph consensus with leaderless ABFT, 3 to 5 second finality, over 1,000 TPS live, and sub-cent fixed fees. Deduction for validator centralization. Team, 910, founded by Baird and Harmon, backed by a council of global brands. Slight markdown for limited public transparency on some ops. Tokenomics, 610, fixed supply and predictable release, but high whale concentration and most supply already unlocked. Product progress, 810, all core services live, HTS, HCS, smart contracts with major integrations. Still waiting on permissionless validator rollout. Community, 710, loyal Hbarbarians and strong builder scene, but smaller mainstream footprint. Narrative timing, 810, perfect fit for enterprise adoption, tokenization, and ESG narratives gaining steam this cycle. Real use and adoption, 910, millions of daily transactions from active business cases. Regulatory risk, 710, no SEC action yet and ETF filing in play, but US base means some risk. Alpha potential, 710, strong steady upside if adoption accelerates, not a meme pump candidate. Overall average just under 810, a high performance build that can handle the long haul and grab podium spots when the market track is clear. If you like this teardown, don't keep it in the glove box. Share it with the Deegans, the gearheads, even car salesmen who'd get a kick out of some under the hood crypto talk. Drop a project in the comments for the next lift. The more we grow the crew, the faster we can all hit the next gear together. And as always, Garage Gang, let it rip.